So that's BG Dollars back, and today we're just going to look through the market. We're going to look through some stocks. We're going to look through safety stocks, risky stocks. We're going to look through some growth plays. We're going to see how they reacted, of course, the day after the CPI result yesterday, which was awful, 9.1%. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it now. I'll put a little link up top there. Please do subscribe. We're chasing up 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can make that happen. I will also, towards the end of this video, be going through professional investment, how to sort of manage your portfolio, because you've got to remember that your portfolio is a hedge fund, right? You've got to treat it like it. You've got to be serious with your investments. You've got to be serious what you choose to invest in. You've got to do a lot of research before you get into things. So, yeah, all that good stuff is to come. As I said, do drop a like, and yeah, we'll get cracking with Apple here. Look, up 1.13% in the week. On the daily, up 1.71%. Look at that, a big push there for Apple, of course. You've got DocuSign down 2.38%. Google down 0.88%. You have Microsoft slightly up now, recovering. It was down massively sort of here at the half an hour, 40 minutes into the market open, but it's recovered well. You've got Qualcomm up 2.89%. Good move for Qualcomm. You've got Autodesk down 0.5%. Nvidia up 0.6%. And as I said, you've sort of seen stocks generally just climb up. Well, obviously PayPal not so there, down 2.5%, not good for PayPal there. You've got Xpeng down 0.5 percentage point. You've got Square down 2.35%, Amazon down 0.6%, not much there. You've got Disney down 1.76%, Salesforce down 1.65%, Meta down 3.5%, so a bad day for Meta there. That back down to the 150s today. Yeah, we were below, down to the, oh no, we're right down at the lows. We are right at the lows for Facebook there. Yeah, going back to Zoom, under $100 again. Not surprising, to be honest. Trade Desk, down 6.93%. You've got Enphase slightly up. Energy stock there. Surprising, because I think energy is down today, but we'll be getting into that later on. Pinterest down 5.33%. Tesla down 1.38%. 1.32% now. Markets are moving big. You got Etsy down 4.5%. Netflix down 1.63%. And AMD up 1.1%. 1.08%. So that's AMD there, a decent little move, because obviously it's recovered well, isn't it? Most stocks were down, and you've sort of seen a general recovery, and you've seen that also in the ETFs, the S&P 500. And you can see actually at the top of your screen, it's down 0.78% there, 0.79%. But yeah, we will be going on to that tab later on and seeing the charts. But now we're going for some risky plays. 5.94% down for StoneCo. One of my positions, not great at all. Not a good day. Up to 8.23 though. I bought in at $8, so it's not too much of a disappointment there. Of course, they're gaming down 2.87. You had Fastly down 4.05. You had GameStop down 2.22. So in general, look, just starting off this risky portfolio, we've seen risky stocks were down today. SunPower was up. Again, another energy play. So SunPower and Enphase were both up. You had Blue Apron down 7.38. You had AMC down. Big moves there for Blue Apron, by the way. And AMC, doing better out of the two meme plays there between AMC and GameStop. Canopy Growth up 7.14%, surprising, because obviously that's a risk-on stock, and in general, most risk-on stocks doing bad today, but it's sort of a mixture. You've got Roku down 5.66%. One of my positions, again, not a great day for that one. I'll be doing a little review on that and seeing whether I want to pull out of the position, buy more, we shall see. Teladoc down 2.5%, Shopify down 5.22%. You got ARK Innovation ETF down 4.2%. Lemonade's down 3.77%. You got The Honest, you got not really much moves there on Honest. You got the Hood down 2.63%. Alibaba also down 5.5%. You got Rocket Companies down 3.63%. Virgin Galactic down half. You got Chef. The Chef is up 0.33%. Surprising, because of course risk gone. But yeah, still a decent move for the Chef there. Up about a third of a percentage point. You got Toast down 3.18%. Affirm up nearly 7%. Big moves there for Affirm. Of course, it is a buy now, pay later sort of scheme, so you wouldn't expect that to be up, considering we are on the edge of recession, probable recession, most definite recession, in other words. You got Marathon up 1.81%. I'll be surprised if crypto's down then, if Marathon Digital's up. The crypto plays are up. Riot's up 5.4%. Normally, crypto will be following as well, and crypto will be up too. We'll be getting onto that and seeing if crypto is up. But first of all, Tilray Brands up 13%. Of course, a cannabis play, risk on, very risk on, and you also had Canopy Growth up, so maybe some news coming out in the cannabis markets today in America, but who knows? I haven't actually looked into that, and I'm not going to look into it because I'm not an investor in the cannabis world. SoFi down 0.84%. You've got Smile Direct down nearly 2%. Obviously, 3 times ARK, that's just one that I've thrown in there just to see whether it's risk on, risk off, and it's down 6.8%. So risk on, risk off day, it seems like Coinbase is up 1.43, but again, a crypto play. If crypto's up, Coinbase is going to be up. And Palantir down 3.77%. Do we even need to fire through the safety? We'll fire through them. I'm not going to go through all of them in this one. IBM up there, 1.12. Dollar Tree up 0.56 there. Look. What else you got? Costco up 3.37%. That's a good move for Costco. What else? Berkshire down 1.3. Coca-Cola down 0.6%. Let's just quickly go through. P&G, 0.5% down. Boring. Walmart was up 1.87 just there. AT&T down percentage, and J&J basically doing nothing, down about a third of a percentage point. So that's the markets. We've gone through the growth plays. We've gone through the growth stocks, we've gone through the riskies, we've gone through the safeties. Now we're going to be moving on to how to sort of manage your portfolio. How are you going to invest? Because I see a lot of investors out there, they just, boom, I want to buy this stock. Boom, I like the look of that. Boom, oh, I like the name of that company, let me just buy it. And I'm like, what? You can't just make a sort of financial decision like as big as an investment on because you like the name of the stock. Do you know what I mean? You've got to have some professionalism about you when you're trying to make money in this game. So, are you currently risk on, risk off? That is the first question you need to be asking yourselves. Risk on, of course, you think stocks are going to go up. You're bullish on the economy. Not necessarily bullish on the economy, though. You might just be bullish on the stock market, but bearish on the economy. That's what I'm saying. You can have joint sort of opinions on the stock market and the economy. Of course, I am actually bullish on stocks, bearish on the economy, for instance. So there you are. That's an example for you. But you've got to figure out yourselves. Are you risk on? Are you risk off? Get your portfolio together, go through the stocks. What are you invested in? Are you all in US markets? Are you more diversified? Do you have any bonds in your portfolio? What position is your cash? Is it a high percentage? Is it a low percentage? And after you've done all that, you'll figure out, in general, are you more risk on or are you more risk off? Now, of course, if you figure that out and you actually want to be risk off, you're bearish on the stocks, but you find out that you're actually risk on more in positions, then you can start to change your portfolio, adjust it slightly to match what you believe is going to happen in the markets. So first of all, you've got to do that. Once you've done that, and say, boom, you figure out your risk on. All right, say your risk on, you will think the stocks are going to go up. Why do you think the stocks are going to go up? What economic news, what economic data do you think the stocks are going to go up? Do you just think, oh, I think they're too low and I think they're going to bounce? I mean, not a great suggestion, but I mean, it's a fair play. If you've got any technical analysis, for instance, look at your trend line. This is the S&P 500 here. We're down considerably from the highs. We've come down to trend line that we've sort of dipped below there. We bounced, we came back, bounced, and we're testing that trend line again, but hopefully the S&P 500 can pull through. If it doesn't, then maybe I might change my stance on where I am in my investments. But, so if you risk on, you think stock's going to go up, you've done your technical analysis, boom, that's number two. You've got to find some economical data that you think why the stocks will go up. Not just because you think it's going to go up, right? That doesn't cut it. You need technical analysis, you need some economic analysis, you know. Why would you be bullish on the markets? Maybe you think inflation might start to come down. Maybe you think there'll be a rotation from energy back into risk on, back into tech stocks. Who knows? That is for you to figure out. As I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can help you sort out your fund, your portfolio. So if you figured out your risk on, you've found the economical data, you've used some technical analysis, you've researched, you want to stay risk on. Now you've got to find out positions. Now this is where you go on to finding out companies, what companies do you want to invest in? And this is where you've got to start looking into your company finances. If you're risk on, do you want to still go for non-profitable companies? Of course, risk on normally does very well for non-profitable companies, for companies that are starting off. They're not profitable yet, but they have huge growth potential. And if it's a risk on setting in the markets, those stocks will fly. But yeah, maybe you want to invest in a crypto play like Coinbase, for instance. I'm risk on, I'm invested in Coinbase. Not because I think Coinbase is necessarily a strong company. I just think if it's risk on, I think crypto will do well. And if crypto does well, I know Coinbase as a stock will perform well. That is why I've invested in it. Okay, so sometimes you don't actually have to think that the company is very good. You can just sort of see the way the market's moving and just invest in it anyway. Next, you've got to figure out economical data ahead, you know, and plan what you're going to do. Boom. Core retail sales tomorrow, month on month. Retail sales tomorrow, month over month. What are you going to do if that comes out below this number here, 0.7, and retail sales comes out below this number here, 0.9. What are you going to do if it comes out above 0.7 and 0.9? Right, have a game plan, have a sort of gist. Are you waiting for the next inflation report? You've seen oil come down in the charts. If we get up oil, we can get up crude, and I'll get that up for you, WTI crude. Boom, look, you can see it's down to 95 bucks. We went down to $91. Again, are you playing the scene? Do you think, oh, I'm going to wait for July's CPI that comes out in August? Then I might decide whether I want to get in with inflation starting to turn down, or if inflation's still roaring, even though oil started to come down, would be surprising, but anything can happen in the markets, of course, because I thought inflation would have come down for June, and it clearly didn't, so I was wrong there. So you've got to understand that you are going to be wrong, you're going to be right. But, as I said, make sure any economical data that are coming out in the weeks ahead, in the so-called months ahead, what are you going to do if it comes out below or above? What do you think it will come out as? And then invest judging on that. So, we've got a little gist now, haven't we? You've gone through your portfolio. You've analysed whether you're risk on, you're risk off. Boom. Next, are you risk on, risk off because of technical analysis? Are you risk on, risk off because of the economy? Do you think it's bullish? Do you think it's bearish? Then finally, you've gone through data that's coming out, or you've gone through the company's analysis. You've decided, right, I think this company has a huge growth potential. I'm still investing in it because I think the markets will do well overall as well from an economic perspective and from a company perspective. I think everything's looking good. I think inflation will come down next month. Boom, that's why I'm investing. And that is when you add it into your position. Then, which I'm going to go on to in another separate video, of course, percentage-wise, stocks, how much should one stock be allocated? Do you want a stock to be 20% of your portfolio? Do you want a stock to be less than 1% of your portfolio? How much risk on / risk off? Even if you are very risk on, you might want to go 50% risk on, or you might want to go 80% risk on, 20% risk off. If you're very risk off, you might want to go 80% risk off, 20% risk on in your portfolio. So you can have a mixture of risk on, risk off positions in your portfolio. Likewise, look, I'm invested into Roku, Shopify, Coinbase, Stoneco, all risk on stocks. But I also have my gold. I also have my the S&P 500, which I just see as a sort of leveling out between the both of them, risk on and risk off. I'm also invested in China, just because if anything goes wrong with US, I've got China and I've got a bit of cash. So, as I said, that's what you sort of want to build, a diversified portfolio that's going to help you out and make money long term in the future, or short term. That's another thing you want to discuss. Are you a short term investor or a long term investor? So, you've got to go through all these things, and I hate when investors are just wondering why they're not making money in the markets when they're simply buying it because they like the name of the company. You know, oh, Johnson & Johnson, my name's Johnson as well. I might buy that. Oh, no, I haven't made money now. I've lost everything. You know, and they're surprised. Like, what is this? You know, it's not just but, you know, it's not like you can just buy this, that, and just make money in it. It's not that sort of game this day and age. So, anyway, that has been BG Dollars. Please do subscribe if you're still watching. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. If you've been watching me previously, as I said, go watch my inflation report if you haven't seen it already. I am bringing out some shorts recently as well. They're quite funny to do. Little memes, little investment videos there. Do leave a like, comment below maybe on what your portfolio is looking like, what stocks you're into. Are you risk on or risk off? Give your sort of viewpoints on the video and I'll be sure to comment back and be reading them. Thank you very much for watching. It's been BG Dollars. I'll see you in the next one.